But first, our top story tonight. One man is dead and another man and woman are hurt following a house explosion that could be felt from miles away.
It happened south of Humboldt, just west of Highway 19. This morning, the two victims who survived had to be taken to the hospital by helicopter. And tonight, investigators continue to sift through the debris, looking for answers as to what caused the house to explode.
There's a chance it exploded shortly after 5 in the morning.
There is nothing left of this house. It was flattened by an explosion. Someone driving by called 911 about 2 hours later and immediately responded on his own.
A passerby was able to pull a couple of the individuals, residents, pull them to safety until deputies and firefighters arrived.
Responding to an emergency like this one can take an emotional toll on first responders, especially in rural areas where everyone knows everyone.
Yeah, the difficult thing in these situations is, these are volunteer firefighters that are responding and a volunteer ambulance. They're all neighbors. They're all friends. They know who lives there. And so, they train every day for this, but it's hard to train and understand what it's like to respond to someone who's your close friend or a coworker or a relative. And that's what we had in this situation.
They allowed our cameras to get a little closer than where we were this morning, but if you look behind me here, you can see debris strewn about a half-mile away. The explosion was so loud, people reported hearing it about 18 miles away. Some people thought it was thunder since there was rain in the forecast, but they now know that thunderous sound was a house exploding. Counselors are being made available to help any of the first responders, including the passerby who reported the incident and then pulled those two of the victims from the debris. It is the fifth house explosion that we reported on in South Dakota this year. In February, a car crashed into a Rapid City home, causing a gas leak, an explosion, and one death. Heavy snow on gas meters led to house explosions in Madison in February and on Lake Madison in March. And then in May, an explosion flattened a home southeast of Fort Pierre, killing 3 people. Investigators say that liquefied petroleum gas that leaked into that basement was to blame.